I'm here. And as you have noticed from basically the announcements of a couple things on Discord and also on a Twitter, which if you haven't done that yet, description down below. I kind of post on updates and announcements as much as I can. But anyways, I'm starting to do this since Ragnarok. I kind of basically finished and I had nothing else to do there. I wanted to try out something because I thought it would be very interesting. Sorry, my hand's getting in the way of the. It would be very interesting to, like, I don't know, like start from the island of Genesis, like basically ascend from the island, then like Scorched Earth, and then Aberration, and then Extinction, then continue with Genesis 1 and Genesis 2. But I have to complete by actually ascending up there. I don't know the details if I want me to do it like an easy, medium, hard. It depends. But we'll see what happens. So, the start of arc on the island, and I'll be basically starting off with just basically straight up new character, no like bringing a character in or anything, straight up new character, everything. And this one character will be ascending multiple times. Which mostly mine, I just deal with default. I do encourage though, if you do have like the Xbox version or any other version, to you basically also try and play it, try to do the ascending thing with me as a solo player. I do encourage it. It's up to you guys if you want to.
Are you the one I've been waiting for?
This is new.
You might be. I hope so. It's been so many cycles since I was her. Do I even still remember Hope? I wasn't sure you'd ever turn up. The odds just kept getting longer. I guess I've been losing faith, while they've been gaining power. You have to reach me. Everything depends on your survival. Master this world. Make allies of its many creatures. Grow your strength and skill. Explore this place like I did so long ago. Put the pieces together and find me, survivor. You may be the only one who can.
Well, that was new. I do not remember. I guess it's been so long for me actually playing on one of these freaking maps in a long time. Did I just see that? Yes, those are. I'm blind. Ooh, it spawned. It spawned me here when I said not to spawn here. Well, I know what to do. Yeah, I know what to do. One thing. If I didn't want to spawn here, there's only one way. There's an ocean. There's other things. And that is drowning. Hi, Sharky. There we go. I'm gonna spawn here. Yes. It's close to where basically I like to work with most of the time. I usually spawn here. Yeah, whatever I can, basically, while I'm heading to the actual location where I'm trying to get to. So there's a base location that I usually like that is basically right next to the Red Tower. Oops, wrong button. Go there for reasons. Because, well, reasons. There's birthday hats on these things. Oh, there are also notes here. Did this not read those things?
I was ever so glad to see Miss Walker again. My assistants are clever in their own right, but dear Helena is still the only person that I feel comfortable diving into my deeper theories with. I fear that I may have kept her from getting a word in edgewise, though. Once I got going on the obelisks, why, I just couldn't contain my enthusiasm. My word, I really have become quite enamored with the subject, haven't I? Well, that settles it. After this next set of trials, I shall go check on the Iron Brotherhood's progress. Perhaps I can convince Miss Walker to join me. We could make a real scientific expedition out of it.
So yes, there is apparently voice. There's a lot of things that has changed that I have not known. I was gone for a while. And I'm slowly dying from thirst. Oh, this is awkward. I'm not being chased anymore. So first the plan, make a base and get settled there. There's a couple things that will probably help me. And the second thing, start making plans to actually get rid of the first boss, which is the Broodmother. Oh, jeez. Broodmother is a giant spider, and after you get rid of the Broodmother, we gotta go after the a big monkey. I forgot the monkey's name. Well, I know it's big. It's a big monkey. It does not like you. Here's thumbs here. I guess since
We going exploring?
oh, I totally forgot that thing. I totally forgot that's a thing. Oopsies. Ow. And that guy's for, that person that you just heard was for Genesis. Little pet guy. Here we are. This water area is pond with a lot of dangerous creatures. And annoying ones. Seagulls being one of them. I don't think titanosaurs are supposed to spawn here. Or maybe they do, and I'm just very, very lucky. Yeah, it's the first time ever I seen Titanosaur just spawn right there. Well, maybe not. I don't remember. It's been a long time. Things also defend myself. spyglass, bed, standing torch. What else? You cooking Coca-Cola. Make these. Oops. And now I got 2 pants. Grab some of that, and I need to make that. Need to grab some flint. Looks like it's noon. That's a musical cue saying that it's noon. And spear. Alright, now that we got all that stuff taken care of, let's see if there's any dangerous creatures up above. Usually a lot of dangerous creatures like to be up here. Funny enough. Funny as it is. There's a Dilo. Looks like we're in the clear. Looks like it's just tons of parasaurs. That means we can get to work on making our which is making a base here. There's a copy nearby. 2 copies, that's bad. Didn't really grab some of those. Stupid thing. We gotta grab some thatch. Yeah, I thought I had made a foundation, yeah. Of course, I'm gonna need more wood. Woodsons. Need water. You know, I'll keep making foundations until they say I can't do it for a different reason. Getting those. Got a Dallo back in them. Weight is definitely necessary for me right now. I just need wood. Slow as we go. There you go. Quick and efficient. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, just kind of... Here's this the starting of how things go. You basically start out finding a spot and then basically make a base. And after you make a base, you find, then you start taming things. And you get bigger and bigger. Mine is like mostly it's because it's not flat, it's more rigid on its side, but How am I doing with? Probably do one more of this and then basically good batch. Going through it. Break. Right there. No. Hey, metal. Yeah, how's your Father's Day going? Excuse me. Should have been mostly skeleton hunting. Skeleton hunting. Like fossils, or he's legit just hunting skeletons? I'm skeleton hunting for the Discord like streams. Ah. Even though I'm like the only one that is probably not a skeleton. I'm a plague doctor, not a skeleton. But I digress. Nobody will ever know. Dimensional plague doctor, that is. There's a skeleton. And there's still a lot. Mia's like, I'm starting anew. I'm starting the story of Ark. So I also learned that basically it has a new starting. It has like a intro, and I did not know they had to add an intro. That was new to me. But yes, the plan is, if you also looked at the announcement I put up, I'm literally going to basically be playing the Island, Scorched Earth, in Aberration, Extinction, Genesis 1, Genesis 2. I'm playing the entire storyline maps. And the only time I can get to the map to the other is to ascend from that one map. So basically I must complete one map to get to the next one. It is a challenge. I did this once before, and let's just say the time I did that, it was kind of still in the works, and people were still experimenting, and it took me 2 years. But I think you can actually do it a bit less. But you get to basically see me build, craft, tame, fight bosses. So, like, it's gonna be very entertaining on the long run. But usually, every time when they start first, you gotta find a spot to build and, like, base around and get yourself settled. Cook. And the first boss is going to be, the Brood Mother. And it's a giant spider with little spiders. Here's the problem about that, though. I'm a little arachnophobic. So it's gonna be a fun time. I'm gonna have a wonderful time. But I have a trick up my sleeve. There's these ginormous anteaters here in this game that gets a buff when it eats a bug creature, like an extreme buff. So if I get an army of those, I think I'm all set. Now that I gotta fight a giant monkey. After fighting a giant monkey, I gotta fight, like the wagon. And after the wagon, I have to fight the guardian. Which is complicated in itself, so... But please note, I have to fight it, all these bosses 3 times. Because it actually does give me the benefit to actually beating these bosses 3 times. And let me show you what it is. It's called Techagrams it'll give us. Which is basically the highest things you can get. Which basically it can give you like very powerful shit. Like very powerful stuff. So it's like it's very necessary to it's absolutely necessary to grab all this stuff. This is only unlocked by fighting the bosses. Especially the tech suit. Let's just say that the tech suit makes you be like Iron Man. With Superman powers. I don't know how it works, I just go with it. So here's the dealio that basically how I could show you here since I'm right next to the tower. How you summon the bosses, you need to find relics around the island, and this is also comes around with the aberration and other things I believe. And then you also have to get certain things from basically alpha creatures, which is like the alpha Megalodon, Alpha... Speak, man! Alpha Raptor, Alpha Rex. Lots of other things. But I certainly think I would do it. And it's probably gonna be a fun series in the end. And like basically, to those that actually want to, like actually has this game on console or PC, they can also try it themselves and like just and like make their own solo thing and kind of like join me and see who can get there first or something like that. Or just make their own little thingy. So this is a tower. The tower is where you basically go to fight the bosses except the Guardian. The Guardian is in a different spot. This is also where you could transfer stuff to other arcs as well. This whole entire thing is a portal. This one specifically is meant to fight the dragon. It had to get Allosaurus Brain, Artifact of the Cunning, Artifact of the Immune, Artifact of the Skylord, Artifact of the Strong, then Basilisk Blubber, Giganotosaurus Heart. Yeah, a lot of stuff. It's a monkey. The first one's gonna be the Brood Mother, which I think I can like either use a drop or B go to the green tower. The green tower is a ways. I'll just say that. I'll figure out a way to bring. I guess I could probably get. What was it? Cryopods? Yeah, like make 20 cryopods after killing tons of tech dinos. Like, and make 20 cryopods. Collect them all, and then go fight the Brood Mother. Or make a temporary base there. If you're also wondering what a cryopod is basically a Pokeball for your tame dinos. It's funny sounding, I know, but like legit, you like literally aim it towards your dino. It goes into this little cryopod that is in your hand, and then where they get it back out, you toss it. It's like you just like Rex, I choose you. Oh yeah, well I choose my wyvern. What? He has a wyvern. Pokemon catcher moment. It's like, I think I had this conversation once before. Like basically, it's like, no, it would be overpowered to basically just like Arc versus Pokemon. Like I feel so bad for Pikachu because it would have to deal with a Rex. You get a wyvern. A Reaper. Please note the Reapers is based on, if you've seen Alien Isolation. Enough said. Let's just say it's Alien Isolation, the alien from Alien Isolation that decided to mutate a Giga and said, impregnate a Giga, and then realistic Charizard, I choose you. And I think since it's actually, it's not like you have to like fight a boss to get the cryopod. I think it's researchable. Let me look. Let's see here. Am I too far down? Too far down. There it is. There's the cryopod right there. It's level 51. And I think somewhere I can actually research the fridge so I can keep it forever. It takes power, I think. Oh yeah, they put reading into the thing for lore, so I don't have to actually fully read it. Might as well find the ones that I discovered and actually listen to them. Well, it's nighttime. Let's do this one.
Greetings and salutations, dear reader. If these words are gracing your eyes, then you have had the good fortune to find the journal of Sir Edmund Rockwell, stupendous scholar, gallant gentleman, and explorer extraordinaire. It's entirely possible that I met some unseemly end on this fascinating, exceedingly dangerous island that I call home. I suppose you could have also stolen it, or I could have misplaced it, in which case, please proceed to either hang your head in shame or return it to me, whichever is appropriate. Regards, Sir Edmund Rockwell.
Miss Rockwell too.
The wondrous properties of the flora on this island will never cease to amaze me. If I'd told my colleagues in London that I could create a concoction capable of erasing someone's memories, I'd be laughed out of the room and never invited to tea again. Yet here it sits, my mind wipe tonic. As usual, I've had tribal leaders groveling at the gates of Rockwell Manor just for the tiniest of samples, and for the recipe, oh, the bounties I've been offered. I'm not interested in their riches. I have their protection, supplies for my studies, and all the time in the world. What more could I ask for?
I also got 4.
Any chemist worth his salt knows the irreplaceable value of testing. Until a tonic has been rigorously tested, it is less useful than water. If only I could persuade this island's less intellectual inhabitants to see that tests on Mesopithecus serve well for early trials, but they are no replacement for genuine human subjects at later, safer stages. By subjects, I of course mean willing participants that are prepared to risk mild headaches, much less mild nausea, for the sake of science. The Laughing Skulls offered rather less willing participants at one point. I declined. With how difficult it is to find volunteers these days, I sometimes regret it. Miss Walker's impromptu visits are always an unexpected pleasure. Headed with sharks and blackfoots, a lively tea-time discussion about the abnormalities of the Ark's ecosystem was precisely what I needed. Thank goodness I managed to find an intellectual colleague that shares my love for the sciences. It saddens me to think that Miss Walker's charming colonial accent would keep her out of the more prestigious institutions and societies back home. Another of the Ark's wonders, it is a true meritocracy, unlike any in the modern world. If Miss Walker and I could form and cultivate more minds like ourselves, We could create a true scientific utopia.
These are actually quite interesting. I'm just gonna listen to all the ones I missed. Damn, on 8 now that I found?
Having readily available subjects has helped my experiments tremendously, even if their numbers dwindled over time. Not only was I able to curb the side effects of my Freya curry's endothermic properties, but I managed to bring out an additional benefit of the mixture. Now it also lowers the subject's metabolism, letting them go longer without needing food. Marvelous! I hadn't even considered that as a possibility. Why, with what I've learned from these experiments, I imagine that I could reverse the effects of the curry and create a concoction to aid survival in extreme heat as well. I must find more volunteers, post haste.
It's good nighttime. No, it's morning. My fault.
I've decided to take a brief vacation from the laboratory. Well, I say that I've decided to, but the whole thing was my assistant Isabel's idea. She noticed that I'd been quite ruffled lately and suggested that I take a bit of time to myself before rushing headlong into my next experiment. Such an observant young woman, that Isabel. She's somewhat lacking as a chemist, but she understands my moods almost better than I do. I dare say that an old-fashioned adventure will do me some good. Nothing like some rigorous recreation to clear the mind. Perhaps I'll go spelunking.
Oh, crap.
Just place me.
Soldier ants. Let's do things. And of course, ants had to be in the way. Oh, we know that we need to make a whole ant army. I don't remember if you can actually tame ants. All I know that they're just here to be a nuisance. I know you can tame compies though. Little ankle biters. Let's go to show that I just really need to find. That's a problem. It is a major problem. That glowing raptor you just saw over there, that was an alpha raptor. That thing will like literally just probably kill me in one shot. And if it sees me, I cannot outrun it, so. Piranhas! No piranhas. No piranhas in this water. It definitely tells me I definitely need to find at least some sort of mount. Eventually. There's a lot of parasaurs. I can probably knock a parasaur out real fast and just use it as a small little mount ride. Scare the creatures off. Ow. 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 Let's get closer to base of the base and I think we're fine. Is there anything closer west 3 medium? No. I'm gonna attempt this spot. See where it places me. Still decently far away, but hey. There's a trike. Yeah, it's much easier. What's that? That copy? No, it's that stupid. It stole my survivor's trophy. Asshole. It stole my survivor's trophy and dipped. It's like this trophy is mine now. You cannot have it. It is mine. Yep. Yeah, because I'm gonna need that. I am near dead. I survived. That all it counts. I survived. I'm near death, but I am alive. There is, yeah, since I have like a lot of, I'm gonna make a bit stronger armor and gunpowder, because I need gunpowder. Yeah, I had like a lot of skins. What the? Oh, little guy. Alright. Now that that's settled, we shall continue. Oh, fuck! It is still afternoon. Big crocodile. Did I not research a bed? Research a simple bed. I did. Where is it? Where art thou, simple bed? I need you so I can stay here. Not have to run like a quarter mile every time I die. You know, it's probably everybody else is like, it's funny watching you run all the way back with a small tantrum. Which, yeah, it probably is, but it's not getting things done. That is thine problem. Is now the middle of the day. So, quick reminder, the music cues, that music cue means that basically it's noon. So, there's 3 music cues, one that's saying it's morning, one that's saying it's turning the night and one is noon. That was the one that's saying it was noon. It's about to rain, ain't it? Alright, almost got this done. There's someone to clear, so I guess we continue listening to that story thing. We were at 12, I think.
I've decided to take a brief vacation from the laboratory. Well, I say that I've decided to, but the whole thing was my assistant Isabel's idea. She knows the first round of trials for my new Lazarus chowder have gone marvelously, but I have found it hard to maintain my enthusiasm. After all, I will never get truly definitive results with only Mesopithecus subjects. It is quite frustrating. Even so, I see now that Isabel was right. Having my assistants take part in the trials would be asking too much of them, and they are too valuable to risk so frivolously. If I cannot find human subjects from the nearby tribes, then I shall have to make do with trials on apes and monkeys. Perhaps it is finally time to capture some Gigantopithecus. I admit there are times when it is useful to live among simpletons. For example, I was able to trade several gallons of my Lazarus chowder to a group of hunters in exchange for an entire contingent of tamed Gigantopithecus, and they never questioned whether it had been tested on humans yet. Well, I suppose if they return with another batch of apes, then I'll know that Lazarus chowder doesn't cause asphyxiation, won't I? It's not exactly a conclusive scientific trial, but I suppose it will serve. Unfortunately, all these primitive primates have given Rockwell Manor quite the pungent odor. Isabel said she is working on some sort of air freshener, but I hope she makes haste.
You know what this sounds like? Oh. Didn't have a... Alright, Claw, it's not a claim. But I guess it doesn't have any... Okay. That's sad. Did you already place them down? Yeah, I already did. You get more rocks. We can build that direction, so continue building. Let's see how far we can actually build this. He's like, moving forward. Looks like a circle being a circle. Which way did it take? I have no idea which way it went. Crap. My bad. There's the circle. Just like, what is that? The freaking giant crocodile? I look at energy right now, so I don't knock myself out from exhaustion. Knock myself out from exhaustion. Never mind. Still needed to make the foundations. I'm an idiot. I'm stupid. I think 3 or 4. I don't remember. I'll do 4 just in case. One more. Ooh, blinding. Alright, it was just 3. Alright. Fallen wood, might as well grab some wood here. Alright, now we can start burning out some walls. Yeah, you just had a talk with Jen? That's fine. Didn't really miss much. Just me just kind of building. We just finished the foundations, we're on the walls now. Well, you might have missed the crocodile. There's a giant crocodile. Yeah, I was like in the middle of, yeah, you missed the crocodile. Yeah, it's like I was just busy like gathering up stuff and I heard some footsteps behind me, turn around and saw like literally a mouth in front of my face. I'll clip it eventually and put on one, make it a short. Because I always enjoy the moment that basically is like I don't hear anything, did it turn around? Crocodile went that way somewhere. What can you say? You have tunnel vision. Decreases game. That all game. Yeah, it's like basically, oh, I'm fine. Why do I hear giant steps behind me? Now I'm paranoid. Like any type of footsteps that I hear now is basically, he's like, is that the Sarko? Um. Let's see here. Just need more stone. Hmm? Let me get these down first. That one, and then that one. There we go. And hopefully, like, I get most of the boring stuff done. Basically, the base building part done. Because if I get the base building part done, then we can, do the next part, which is start the taming part. Which is more adventurous and more exciting. Right now, base part first. There used to be a forest here. And then I came along. There's a thing that we call deforesting. Y'all know that it's okay to deforest. Yeah, I'm like, it's okay to deforest. It comes back eventually. I hope. Maybe. I don't know. As long as you're a tree nearby. Just gotta wait 10 years or more. And then 10 more years. Then 10 more years. Get the reference? There was something funny that I thought was really interesting. It's like basically, I think a lot of people probably know about Asmongold and all that. It's like, I like that Asmongold didn't like this game because of reasons. Most of it looks like it's like this game's like major graphics problem. He liked to argue about how bad how it looked. My head is like, yeah, the game's a game for people. Yeah, it has its flaws, but I still like it. I like basically when they're trying to listen to the point that Wildcard's partnered company, Steel Games, was like banning people for no reason. He was more like dissing on the fact that this thing looks like basically it looks like garbage. I'm like, and it's like, be honest, yes, I agree with him. It's just basically, I'm not a graphics guy. I just prefer just to play this game how it is. But everybody has their opinion and likings of games. And likings of games. The beggars can't be choosers. You know, they said the Ascended would be using Unreal Engine, the new engine. So when Ascended comes out, I'll be transferring things there. And then after that, Arc 2. I think the only reason why I basically have, like, a biased opinion on Arc is because I've been with it for years. And the reason from this Arc game, it used to be an indie. Wildcard used to be indie, so a lot of like stock from the Unreal stock stuff is still around, because they never really decided to like design change it when they got popular. It's a little known fact. But anywho, I don't think anybody would care. Okay, no one's listening to this guy. This guy doesn't like popular games. I have really bad takes on popular games, trust me. I do not like playing popular games. was reason I'm an old coot. I think they try to do both. And I think they just decided, like, no, let's just add new features and not just with the sacrifice of graphics. Oh, look, there's the Sarko. Because most of our audience is like the hardcore audience. So basically people that will literally play for hours upon hours upon hours. Like literally they make, like if you ever seen like how the official server works, there's small clans that basically do their own thing. And they fight other small clans, and then there's these mega tribes that in order to keep each other alive from not killing each other, they play diplomatically. It's like countries. Like these mega tribes really control servers. I remember when basically I said that basically you can transfer your stuff to a different arc using the towers. That's how they can get stuff from different areas to different servers that they control. It's like, here, don't get me wrong when I say this. Battle Royale games is not for me. I don't play them because it's just not my genre. I have like no hate over them, except Fortnite, because basically they sold $40 for me. But like, I have like basically no particular reason of hating them. It's just basically it's not my type of game. I was never really the guy that likes playing King of the Hill. Of course, most of the time I play games, I'm support, so it's kind of hard to find games that is based on having at least one game that has support. BRs don't really require much of support. So, like, I'll play other games that basically requires one person that does support, because I'm a support tank. I like to flank as a tank. And fun fact, like, I have like no fear, so prep for me to always go head first into danger without thinking. Most of my thought is basically I'm just gonna drive in head first and the people behind me will get my back. Yep, everybody's different, and that's reason why we have all different games. Not just one game, because if we had like one genre of game, it's because literally everybody likes that one genre. But not everybody likes that one genre. And I think that's really cool about it. All games are good. Scratch that. All games are good when they're built good. But all games are good if the genre, for any genre. Any genre is good. It just depends who likes them or don't like them. And then it just depends on how good the developers decide to make them. And I'm not saying that basically if you do a terrible job, like you shouldn't do it, but like, I've seen some things that basically like, yeah, it needs more work. But I also seen some that basically it's like, yeah, it's average, not the greatest, but it's fun. Like a very good opinion, I like the very obvious one I can probably point out. That was like a mistake made, and I still don't know if it's still good or not because I kind of stopped playing it. Fallout 76. If you don't know what happened to Fallout 76, you should watch the Internet Historian about it. No Man's Sky is a different story. It's like that one, like basically it's like it needs improvement, but I see how it goes, and then basically they actually improved it, and it actually is really good. Which I had debates on actually trying to like stream one day, like get No Man's Sky and stream one day. See how it goes. Like, speaking of like terrible broken games that basically been launched for like a high price, what games have you played that basically you thought that was like overly priced for a bugged out game? Mine was 76. Compared to the attack, it probably wasn't Sarko. Mass Effect Andromeda? I heard it wasn't a very good game. And I actually saw the bugs on it. That was actually really funny. So I'm guessing Mass Effect Andromeda was, it got conveyor belt. What I call conveyor belt is when basically, a company, a large company, decides just to throw out a game overly rushed and place a tag because they know people will buy it anyways. That's what I call a conveyor belt game. Yep. Because I consider by definite a conveyor belt game is Call of Duty. That is a heavily conveyor belt. No, do you know what to go? Oh, Sonic! I saw Sonic 06. Oh, that was bad. I saw somebody had decided to do a playthrough of it. Like he forced himself to do a playthrough of it, and I saw how bad it was. know what's the worst part? I bet you somebody out there can actually like fix the bugs and actually fix it easily if it's like ported. But then that guy gets sued for it because companies be like, I saw people fixing it. I know, it's funny. Because I seen people actually make fixes for Fallout 4. Even though I kind of like the Fallout 4 how it is, because to be honest, Bethesda games are just meant to be a buggy mess at that point. Because the bugs are for single players, their single players are meant to be designed at that point because they're actually quite funny. Like, they're not like annoying, it's more of like, the fuck? Makes you laugh. Speaking of Sonic, oh boy, people have different opinions on what's a good Sonic game. It's like, I heard, like, be honest, once again, I noticed how the Sonic stuff goes, and I feel Sonic is kind of like always jumps on a certain different thing, but has like some sort of same core. So I feel like it depends which one you prefer. 3D, 2D, faster, slow pace. Kind of like the Mario ones, you know? Like, people like keep comparing like the 3D Mario versus the Adventurous Mario, like the Star Alliance Marios. Rip the company for that one. And then what was it? The regular Marios that is basically for children. What's a good Sonic game? I haven't really played Sonic. I usually just watch people. I'll tell you what's the best one watching at the moment is, I think, Sonic Generations. Anybody know a die game Overwatch? You know? I think it's funny. Cause Zuzu thought she wanted me to put, speaking of Overwatch, it's like, it's kind of funny because my moderator Zuzu was debating on trying to tell me to play Overwatch. Then saw me play, well, Zelda. And now she's regretting seeing if me wanting to play with me because reasons. Because I have like no care for, and I thought she would expect that because basically I have like no care for my, like, have like no fear at all in games. Unless there's a reason to fear that I would die. Like, I think a good example is World of Tanks and World of Warships that I play a lot. Like, you only have, like, you can only, like, have, like, one tank or one ship per game. So, yeah, I have to play really tactical in there. A dead game. I feel it's not dying. And it's not dead. I feel like it's being obscured. Is all at the moment. Because it still has a decent community around it. So I feel like it's being obscured, but not really dying. And basically, it's not like growing as much as it's used to. And everybody considers that dying. I feel like it's basically, it's peaking. Team Fortress 2 is only for PC. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, like Team Fortress 2 is only for PC, and Dizzy also recommended me that to play that. To be honest, I feel Paladin's the more of a dying game than Overwatch. Like, you rarely hear things about Paladin. Compared to Overwatch. I think. I don't remember. And then there was that one that was basically based on like having gods fight each other. That one's starting to top off. Most because it's allowing VTubers to actually come in there. Actually like collabing with VTubers. I've seen Iron Mouse in there. I saw the Iron Mouse version. Smite? Yeah, I played Smite a bit. My favorite person is actually when I played it, I played a lot of the Egyptian god of the dead, Anubis. Bad. I'm overheating and dealing with. So it's a random heat wave right now. But yeah, I played Smite a bit. I know 3 VShojo VTubers got collabed with there recently, so I know that they're still running the game. I wasn't expecting them to actually still be going. I also think it's funny that basically they're getting all like the mythical gods and goddesses and religions, except Catholics. You can't fight as Jesus. I'm sorry, that would be funny though. Come on, do you just like, does anybody just want to see like this Thor versus Jesus? Yeah, like demons, the devil, freaking guardian angels. No God versus Satan. I know. Like, you could actually have God versus Satan. Then you could probably have, like, freaking... guardian angels and, like, demons. The succubus. Well, you already have, like, basically Satan in there, and, there's the term. You have Iron Mouse in there already. Like I said, it's like it has all the other mythical goddesses and religions from the past, and also some of them for today's. Except for Catholics. Trust me, we're like trust me, I'm Christian, I'm Catholic and Christian, and, we're the most shitted ones of all. It's kind of funny to me. It's like they don't want to just... I think this is funny. You're also Catholic? That's nice. This just makes me laugh every time. It's like, oh, we'll just make this god fight this god. Oh, we also have the gods of the modern stuff. But oh my gosh, we gotta keep away from this religion. We don't want to mess with these guys. Well, recently God has been using his lightning powers recently on churches, so I'm not gonna digress. No, that's Mother Nature. Yeah, but who controls Mother Nature? It's like, I'm not gonna go in that conversation. I just think this is really, because I just remember that freaking church is burning to like a crisp just by one lightning bolt, because it was doing Pride Month stuff. He's not. I'm not. I'll just say this: I'm not against it, but I'm not with it. That's all. With the pride stuff. I'm not against it, but I'm not with it. And I could get like literally heavily canceled for saying this, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. That basically, if you're not, usually a lot of people in the LGBT, TQ, which this is going to be heavily controversial, so I'm going to just like say this right now and then basically stop at, like basically, if you're not with them, you're against them. Me is basically, they can do whatever the freak they want, but I don't really support them, but I allow them to do what they want. Because basically, I just don't support it. I just don't try to stop it. And like I said, that could get heavily get me in trouble with people, but anyways, let's go back to games. Yeah. Yeah, like I always learned that just always go with your morals, then don't go against them, because you will feel worse if you do. Letting somebody else tell you how to live your life is worse than basically just saying no. Anyways, yeah, there's like Smite, which I still think is funny. Hey, it looks like they're... You only live once. Yep. Might as well live with the best. I just think it's funny that they actually decided to put VTubers in there. Like, are they gonna add more VTubers later on? That's the question. And if so, what other VTubers do we want to see in Smite? Just in curiosity. Or any other game, for example. A skeleton VTuber? I think I know a couple. I have a couple of them. But, I don't know which games would be better for them instead of just Smite. Dark Souls. Raid Shadow Legends. Why do I feel like it would be actually good in Raid Shadow Legends? Well, it's because probably that skeleton guy. Have you seen that guy, those commercials with the skeleton dude, right? For Raid Shadow Legends? Maybe that's the reason why I had that thought about just putting a skeleton VTuber in there. There's also other reasons, probably. Like, any type of, like, mobile game that is kind of like that. Like, kind of like Raid Shadow Legends, like, basically a turn-based with characters. I feel like you put, like, any VTuber in there and it would fit. Heck, it would be awesome if just basically some indie guy decided to just put, like, any VTuber in there that he happens to like and just make an entire game out of it. So he'll just add a new VTuber later on that he either likes or gotten popular. That'll be interesting. Like, it's not like company based or anything. It's just like legit just a dude just wants to put a game with just thousands of VTubers in it. Just thousands of VTubers. It's like, and it keeps adding on and on. Kind of like what like Fortnite does. Like, basically, like, let's just merge everything. You want to be Master Chief, like knocking the shit out of Darth Vader? Well, there you go. You want to shoot Thanos with a shotgun? Well, here you go. Fortnite, here you are. Want to be a stormtrooper that actually shoots for once? Which skeleton VTuber do you know? I think he had used, I don't remember his name, but I think he used to have it. Like, he used to have a skeleton thing and then he kind of switched it up. But I noticed there's a couple others. I don't remember their name though. It's been a while. Like, when I was trying to become a VTuber, I was like fully focused on getting everything set up. So like, I didn't have time to like look on like Twitch or YouTube or anything like that. That's basically Fortnite. I know. It's funny, ain't it? This basically be a mosh podge of like this tons of VTubers. There's basically a game that is only just not company based. It's just basically for VTubers that are just out there that are just willing to allow it to be collabed. Do you have streamers to watch? I have some, but I have some. But I usually just watch their VODs. But like, since I've been so busy trying to make my streamers go up, platform working, I haven't had time to even watch their streams in general, and more focused on just basically trying to make sure my channel like actually thrives. Cause don't get me wrong, I don't mind my job working at Chick-fil-A, but I don't mind working at Chick-fil-A. It's just more of the I rather want to stream for people and entertain people. That's more what I want to do. What's And so basically my main goal is literally to get at least $400 a month from Twitch. I know it's small, but that's how much I get from basically working at Chick-fil-A. And if I get more, like the same equal or more from Chick-fil-A, I don't have to work at Chick-fil-A anymore, and I can more focus on basically entertaining people. Heck, I don't have to stream 3 hours a day every time. I could actually probably stream like 6 hours. Or the whole day if I want to. After that. Speaking on money and Twitch thingies, I noticed that a lot of people are starting to move to other things because Twitch has been messing with money. Which, yes, is understandable. If you already made a living off it, you probably want to find a place to actually get more money to keep a living. Yeah, Kick. Kick or YouTube, basically. It's like, I looked at Kick. But here's the thing, the reason why I'm not going to Kick and rather go to YouTube if I actually have to. It's more of... It's a repeat cycle. This is what I mean by a repeat cycle. Basically, Kick gets famous, Kick gets famous, Kick does stupid things, and then a new platform comes up. And then people move to that one. And that one gets famous. Then that thing does stupid things because basically it got famous and wanted to get more money out of it, and then it flops, and then the next one. Like, can you see the repeat system here? As long as one platform just instantly popular because of one failure of another platform, they'll either A, move back to Twitch or go to YouTube, or a new platform will be made. It's kind of like, so like basically, what's the point of this moving straight to Kick? When basically, no, Kick will eventually do something stupid and flop. Basically, I'm already prepped for the downfall before it downfalls. When people say like, oh, YouTube's not going to be here for 10 years. I heard that since basically 2013. YouTube's being a piece of crap, yes, but be honest, it's now so big that basically it's too big to fail. So yes, it can do something stupid and lose a lot of stuff, but it has like it's big enough that basically it can get itself back up. That's the funny part. When a platform gets like so big, even YouTube has kids. Now there's a funny story about YouTube kids and the reason why they're not like doing much to that. Remember when basically they got sued for for reasons of basically getting revenue off of kids? It wasn't because of the original platform. It was actually because of YouTube Kids. YouTube Kids was the one that was getting sued for because basically it was directly advertisement for kids and getting revenue off them. Reason why that they decided to so it's like it wasn't that they were just abandoning it because they thought it was a failure. It's kind of like they were forced to abandon it because of law reasons. Which sucks. So like if you want to blame reason why their restrictions are getting high, don't blame YouTube, blame the law. Blame the lawsuit, because that's the reason. Because that was a pretty big fine. But at least one of the things for sure, though, YouTube allows you to actually, when on my YouTube and like putting VODs, they actually encourage you to have like third-person sponsors, which is actually funny to me. Like basically, we know that basically we might have to demonetize you, but like, hey, here's a spot like basically you can like put up for your third-person sponsors. Like it's right there in front of you, and literally teaches how to use it. So is YouTube in the dirt? Yes and no. I feel like it'll forever be around. As long as Google's around. Actually, I feel like YouTube's gonna be around as long as basically the internet's around. That place is so big and it made so much fails and yet it's still standing. And I feel like Twitch will eventually be the same way. It's doing some fails. And it did these fails before, but yet it's still standing. But I feel like if whatever, like, I think the thing is, the only thing that will probably get kill Twitch is YouTube's streaming platform. Because if YouTube like legit like fully like enhances and actually, because they're still working on the streaming stuff and making it easier for people to use the YouTube platform for streaming, as well as basically the shorts is starting to kill TikTok a bit. So like, yeah, YouTube made a monopoly of online entertainment, so it's not going away. In fact, it's killing other things that basically was programmed for other things. The reason why I say is like, if Twitch happens to fall, I'm going to YouTube, because that's a less chance of falling even when they fuck up. Because technically, on YouTube, you can have 3 ways to get revenue from there. Now, I think they're almost getting ready for shorts to have revenue. Basically, you can go the short route, the live stream route, or video route. Or you can make 3 accounts and do all 3. And have like about 3... and literally have 3 accounts just make money for you. That's why when people say, "Oh, we're going to Kick," because basically it has basically it has like less of rules and all that, and like it in my head's like, yes, right now. You're like, yes. Like, right now. When do you think it's gonna not happen? The only reason why it never had any rules in the first place is because of, it was obscured. It was a small streaming platform that actually was used for people that got banned from Twitch and YouTube. And people that just want to do gambling. And now that it's getting popular, it's going to start putting some rules that people might not like, and once again, it's actually not because that they want to. It's probably more because of law reasons. Entertainment law reasons. I don't know which ones, but there's law is probably a reason for it. Probably Kappa. Because if big streamers go to Kick, that means kids are going to Kick. And Kick doesn't have a very good filter. So Kick is going to be under fire. And then they would have to do moderation, maintenance, and then basically more stuff. Like I said, it's a complicated. I know you don't. I know when you don't have. I know when you don't have a good filter for kids, you know what happens. Exactly. And it sucks. And be honest, I'm not filtering myself. I'll tell you that for sure. I just naturally talk like this. So I'm basically okay. Yes, I swear a couple times, but I naturally. But I know that basically Kick is gonna get. Now that basically, I think, yes, XQC got 1,000 payment and actually agreed to it to actually stream on the stream on Kick now, like as a paid to stream on Kick. So yes, I can see it Kick getting lit up like extremely fast within the months. Yeah, I know you mean the streaming platform. Oh, hi. I remember Mixer. Yeah, it used to be on Xbox. I remember it was on the Xbox. And they said like remember, I can see the predicament of Kick is gonna be like shot down within probably about 3 months or more. Just because how much like big streamers are just trying to go over there. They say it was gonna kill Twitch. I'm like, if it slowly got more popular and it was maintenance bet while it was getting more popular, it could have been. But it's getting too popular too fast for itself. Reason why Twitch is kind of in a struggle state. Twitch got popular instantly, and it's still in its struggle state. Kick is gonna have the same problem. YouTube didn't have a struggle state because it was the first, well, entertainment platform. So it had like room to improve. So that's the reason why YouTube is still around today. is that basically it had elbow room to constantly like improve itself without having to worry about a flood of people coming in. I still love that basically, oh yeah, YouTube's not gonna be here for 5 more years. YouTube's not gonna be here for 10 more years. Like, bro, YouTube been here since 2006. This thing is gonna be staying as long as possible. Yeah, like if you can't control the kids, like you're done for. Doesn't I haven't really checked Kick, but does Kick have like a 18 plus like filter? Reason why like Twitch is not really getting as like shit on as they need to be. But no, I'm about Kick because basically Kick is definitely was that. Kick was definitely just an experiment. Like I made it just so basically my name didn't get stolen and been used there because I know legit I know what Kick was created for. And it's not a good reason. Kick was created for the people that was on the gambling streams. When basically Twitch decided to cut out gambling. Because people were gambling. Okay, I'm gonna go on Fortnite. What happened? Oh, category? Alright. Yeah, Kick was made when basically the people that was like doing gambling streams that was also basically were highly stealing money from their own community from those gambling streams. Was getting Twitch was like banning it completely, so they decided to create. Somebody decided to create Kick for those, and Kick decided that not only people that was doing the gambling streams, but also people that also got banned from Twitch and YouTube. So it's not the best place. Do you have an 18 plus stream? Was that for me? They have it? Alright. I'm just wondering. They probably had it for reasons because they know they would get shot on. Yeah, when I keep seeing like, oh yeah, Kick is gonna be the best thing ever, I'm like, you guys are literally like overshooting it. Like basically, if they actually, if it's true, and like years later Twitch gets killed by it, I'll eat my own words, and I'll admit like it's true, and I'll probably move to Kick. But like if not, like I said, I know it's on Kick. Like I said, Kick holds all the people that decided to get banned, or decided to go over there because gambling got banned, in Twitch and YouTube. Do you see why I don't go over there? Yes, it's a Wild West, but like the Wild West got lawed. Law and Order got the Wild West. So every time I see this, like, so yeah, if people say like, yeah, I'm going to Kick, and I'm like, okay, you do you, I'll see you later. I don't get why some of my skeleton homies are arriving Kick. They'll come back. Like, unless they have a good moderation team, they'll come back. I was believing basically the best way to learn is learn the hard way. Facebook gaming, yeah, that was a thing too. Because I think Facebook is like so hard to get through. It's kind of like awkward. Like it's there. But that's basically it. It's like it's there. Dude, I know there's some people that still stream there. It's just like, it's still a thing if you had to pick Kick or Facebook gaming. Yeah, and I would probably choose Facebook gaming because it has, well, it has actual stuff to like prevent crap. Yeah, don't expect me to leave Twitch. I'm not leaving Twitch because I can see Kick being, like, have a spark of popularity and then everybody just move back to Twitch because they can't deal with it. So I can play bingo. Bro, I could probably like try to reset. You could probably like basically reset my VR set and basically find a map that has bingo. Yes, I do have a VR set. BR bingo stream when? I don't know. I'll think about it. Maybe when I get my 3D model or something like that. I don't know. No OnlyFans stream. Oh, I'm not getting OnlyFans. On the Plague Doctors only. That's be interesting as hell. But like I said, Beck or Kick, when basic people say, "Oh, we're moving the Kick. Oh, I have a channel on Kick." It was like, yep. Then I'll see you on Twitch. Also, Feet Finder. There's a lot of things. I think the biggest reason why I'm not going on Kick is because basically introducing my friend, he sucked toes. It's maybe because basically, and I also feel bad for basically people just going on Kick to notice that basically how bad it really is. We're like saying it's really good. I feel like they're not really thinking about their community right now. Because maybe they can tolerate the toxicity, but can their community that they had, the community that they had from Twitch handle it? Because now people like, even though like, yeah, the streamer could probably handle the conversation and ban it, but like, no matter what, a toxic person can make people feel down inside the chat and not even want to watch anymore. I've seen it happen a lot. That's why I feel like it's a big mistake for people that are like smaller. Especially people that are really small decide to just try out Kick, get a community there, but they're all like toxic assholes. And then they notice that Kick is not being basically not as good as they thought it was, and then move to Twitch. And then Twitch has to ban like almost a lot of people that was on Kick because basically they're being giant dicks to everybody. Do you see the problem here? I don't think it's a bad idea because basically it's not like the moneymaker people think it is. I think it's a bad idea because basically you're putting a lot of people through hell just to get more money. This is why you don't switch that. That's why I keep it with at least 2 platforms. At least 2 platforms. And like 1 for videos, 1 for streaming. That's it. So like I have like YouTube for like keeping my VODs when basically they expire. And maybe have some highlights done. And some shorts. And then I have Twitch, so I can have a bit unfiltering, because bit unfiltering and games I can play that is not as games that are a bit like sketchy, like Outlast 2, without having a full problem. This is Twitch. So, looks like I'm out of time for this one. Thank you for sticking around, Metal. I will be doing Zelda again, since Monday is my single player game day. So, like, Zelda is on there. And then basically Tuesday we'll be playing Ark again. Wednesday will be viewer's choice. Thursday will be the horror game when it's chosen. And then Friday it will be a multiplayer game that will be chosen over the week. Do you have somebody? Like you can, because I was not planning to read anybody. Is he streaming right now? Yeah. Looks like he's not streaming though. Alright. Oh well. No, that's fine. We can find somebody to raid later. But anyways, I'll see you guys next stream. It was really fun. And catch you next time.